Hi everybody, it's Erica here from Bravo Migration, and we posted a question box yesterday for you guys on our Instagram, and now you have a chance to ask us questions directly. So I'm here to answer your questions about the 491 and the 494, the two new regional visas that came into effect last month. All right, so the first question is actually about the 190 visa. We were going to answer just 491 and 494, but of course I can answer that. And the question is about New South Wales and the special requirements. Recently, they have introduced special requirements where some occupations, not all occupations, some occupations, the applicant must be living and working in New South Wales. And by working, they want to see you working in your occupation and for the last 12 months. All right, another good question. So we chose the 7 best questions, and the answer is yes. In a big change and via a big legal instrument, the Department of Immigration has established that people who are granted the 491 and the 494 visas will have access to Medicare. Remember, these two visas are temporary. They are valid for 5 years, and most temporary visas do not have access to Medicare. But the government decided to change that, and in another attempt to attract even more people to regional areas, holders of those visas will have access to Medicare indeed. Okay, the answer to this question is it depends on which state you are asking for state nomination. So the 491 visa requires a state nomination. Each state has their own requirements. For example, South Australia requires that you are studying for a year and working 3 months part-time. Tasmania requires you to be working full-time for different periods of times, and Victoria requires you to have a job offer. So it's very important to first determine which state has the right requirement for you and which state can you meet the requirements. Some require full-time work previous to applying, others full-time work, most of them require studies, and some require job offers just like Victoria. So please talk to us and find out exactly what the requirements are for each state and territory before you go crazy and move cities. Okay, the answer to this question is no. The 494 visa is an employer visa. So there's one list from which all employers can draw, and it depends on what your employer wants to offer you, what position your employer wants to offer you. So the states don't have any saying here. The employer offers you a job, and then we need to check if that job is on the 494 list. So it does not differ from state to state. Yes, that is true. Both the new regional visas, 491 and 494, require you to have a positive skills assessment in the occupation you are nominating on the 491 and in the occupation you are being sponsored or have a job offer for the 494. So another important thing to check is if you would meet the requirements for skills assessment. Every occupation has a different skills assessment authority, and you must make sure that you meet those requirements before you even move to a regional area, otherwise it might not even happen for you, okay? Okay, so the question here is, can I apply for the 491 visa if my visa is just about to expire? Well, with every visa, you need to prepare before you apply. You can apply for the 491 visa on the last day before your current visa is about to expire, but before you can, you need to have obtained a skills assessment, and that can take from a week to 6 months. You must have obtained state nomination approval with the state that you are being nominated by, and you need to have everything ready to go. You have to have your EOI, you have to have an invitation from the EOI. So with every visa, you need to prepare in advance. You can lodge the visa on the last minute, but before lodging the visa, there's a series of other things you must do. All right, so the last question for the day is about studying, and the questions were for 491, 494 visa, but of course we will answer you. You asked if you can extend your studies from 6 months English into another package with 6 months or more English and then a vet course in engineering. Yes, you can. You can extend your visa with what is called the package course, when you do 2 courses at once, and we at Bravo can help you with that. We can help you with enrollment in your school and of course with your student visa as well. We hope you guys have liked our questions, and those were the 7 best ones we chose. And give us some feedback on Instagram or by email if you enjoyed this. We may have more sessions like this in the future where myself or some of the other migration agents here at Bravo can answer your questions. Bye!